Just fucking... Just drop it right into the fucking boiling water. That poor fish. I hope the fish went cold.
I think my imagination helped too. Is what I pictured was like literally it was like a fried fish the moment it went in. Like
that's pretty much what happened.
Oh, it's so funny. That is so funny to think about.
If we wanted to eat it, we probably could have.
Yeah, I know. I'm not hitting you, Tattle. I'm hitting the fucking arrow button off to the left. I'm not hitting you, Tattle. I'm not wanting you at all to tell me anything. I'm literally like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is how I'm hitting it, and you think I'm hitting up on the C-stick.
God, don't we use this?
It's fucking abysmal. Yeah.
Oh. Which is such a shame because, like, Wind Waker.
If the controller worked, it would be so much different.
Tony the Tones get a Wii U Pro controller. Tony Spade get a Wii U Pro controller challenge. Baby!
Come on. C targeting is obviously not working this well.
Man, I love when you shoot him. He does a little when he turns red and then just falls.
I would do more damage at this point.
That's a lot of damage. I love JonTron. Now that he's stopped dipping his toes in the problematic pool, he's become... I don't have to feel bad about liking JonTron.
Yeah. He's also stopped doing video game content entirely, which is a little sad. But...
Yeah, he kind of has. It is a little sad, but then you look back at, like, the roots, and I'm like... I see the humor, but this isn't really that funny and a sustainable kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So now, get the fro.
Got the fro.
We could soar, play the song of soaring, and go back to the entrance, and then we'll soar to Snowhead and go beat Goat, which is gonna be super duper easy.
Oh boy. I'm gonna be so glad once this mission is done. This is like one of my least favorite. It's fun and I get the appeal, but it's also extremely stressful in a part like now where it's like I'm already on the third day.
Yeah.
It hasn't taken only taken 2 hours in game to do that.
Yeah,
so.
We've done the Gorman racetrack, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we just need to beat Goat, which the beginning of the temple takes us right to the end, so it'll actually.
Yeah,
take
I'm
less
just looking
time.
ahead. I'm looking ahead in the guide.
Snowhead or Mountain? Oh, that's Snowhead. Duh.
Snowhead.
Mountain.
Then we can.
Is this the dungeon?
Yeah.
Slay the kid. The boss. I found his heart.
Have we officially confirmed what the next series is that people only watching the VODs will know about?
I don't
or unless you're one of 17 different people that just kind of knows.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be me. I'm not gonna be on it. I'm excited.
I don't think we've announced it fully, no.
Do you want to?
Sure. Why
kind
not?
of backed you into a corner here.
Do I want to, specifically me?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I find Goron's lullaby. A right, left, A right.
Yeah, just give me...
So, John's gonna be mad. I think John already is mad. I think John knows. We're gonna be doing Pokemon Platinum with KT, which will be a fun little callback to Pokemon Sword and Shield with KT, and then the latter half Dylan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It'll be a lot of fun. I know John wants Black and White too, but Platinum is one of my favorites, and I think one of KT's favorites.
It is KT's favorite.
It's his favorite, like, for sure. That it'll be really
Yes, I've confirmed.
I think we'll do a bunch of post-game stuff in that. Is there anything in Black and White that we have to do the post-game that we have?
There's stuff, but it's not that interesting. Like, we could go, like, all of the 7 stages dispersed. There's legendary Pokemon. the thing with that is that so how the map in Unova works is you start at the bottom right of the map, and you go up and then to the left. But in Black and White 2, you start at the bottom left of the map at an area that doesn't even exist in the first game.
Right. So it'll be Black and White 2 will pretty much fill in the gaps for everything we did.
Yeah, exactly. So it takes you through. There's some familiarity, but there's also parts, like remember Twist Mountain?
Yeah.
How fun it was getting lost in that, where I did the 50-50 bit.
Yeah, that was great.
That mountain is destroyed.
Oh, good.
I knew you would like that. So like.
Actually, Brian, there's a 50-50 chance it either is or it isn't destroyed. You know, you fucking tell me.
Oh my god. But yeah, so like it takes you on a little bit of a familiar path, but it also it fills in the gaps in a way that's much more satisfying than it would be to do the post game of Black and White.
Right.
I think it would be much more fun to experience it as a new environment, as opposed to, hey, remember when we walked past that really quickly?
Yeah.
It's fun to do. It's like there's enough to explore, because like what I did is the other thing you can do is you can catch a lot of new Pokemon. Like by new Pokemon I mean old Pokemon. You can catch them all now, and you can catch them at really high levels. So like one of the things I did, which was super fun, was I pretty much revamped my whole team, which I never do. But I reworked the whole team and used that team to go in and finally beat Alder, the champion. Which you don't actually do that in the story of Black and White. So it's fun. Like I used a Kingler for the first time. It was great. I had a lot of fun with it. I don't think you would enjoy it that much, and I don't think it would. Not that you wouldn't enjoy it, but I do not think it would make that interesting to stream to just battle random trainers and then fight wild Pokemon. Yeah, eventually. Like it's not so interesting. You would not so interesting that I'm like heartbroken that we didn't do it.
Right. Like we could have done it, but we're not really.
We're not missing anything. Yeah. That being said, what I will tell you is when you go, you can go into different parts of Unova that you've never seen before, and Looker from Pokemon Platinum shows up, and he helps you arrest all of the 7 cities.
Oh, okay.
You ever heard him?
Yeah. That'll be fun too. I don't remember a lot of Gen 4, despite I really like it, but like I haven't played it since Gen 5 came out. So like it'll be very interesting.
One of the coolest things about Platinum is the forest house. Or like the spooky house in the forest.
Yeah.
Where you can catch bottom really early.
That should be
like there's a lot of them. Like, God, Platinum, like the Sinnoh region is not my favorite. I don't dislike it, but I love it so much.
Did we play? I'm gonna sound like a fucking ass. Oh, duh. Okay, I'm sorry. I was gonna be like, was Black and White our first one? And then I realized yes, and then I was like, but I thought we did another one. It's Sword and Shield, which I just brought up.
Yep.
I don't need anything here, right? I just need to go back outside and...
Yeah. And, yeah, that's correct. But I have such a unique relationship with the Sinnoh region, because I make it a point to only play the games once I have completely wiped them from my mind. Because it happens, like, unlike any other Pokemon game, the Sinnoh, I just retain nothing when it comes to the Sinnoh region. And I played it last year, and I know that I used a Scizor for the first time. I used a bunch of stuff. I used Infernape.
Is it just the piece of heart I get?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we can do the little thing. Do the little jig.
God, look at him freaking conduct. He's bouncing. But...
Yeah.
But yeah, like I only play it once I'm confident that I've forgotten it because it feels like a first playthrough every time, and it's so special.
Yeah, for sure.
I really, really like it. Let's see. Now that we've done that, Gorman Racetrack. Head to the. Oh, you know what? No, actually no. We're actually gonna do that at a different cycle, I think. So, okay. Go to the area just before Goron Village, like you know where we found old dude frozen, and put on the Zora mask, and there's a chest down there which has a piece of art in it.
Oh. Cool.
I like that they keep singing.
I do too. That's really cool.
I feel good about it. Like
this is like maybe the most satisfying Zelda game in terms of like progress and progression. The more mass you get, it just feels like a collection, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, etc. Like, it's cool to see your hearts fill up, but there's something about this game where it's like you see all the new masks you're getting along with the hearts and along with the magical items from getting the fairies from the temples, and it all is such a clean build up, and you're adding so many things to your arsenal, and it feels really cool.
It's funny when oh wow, you found a secret.
Another fucking wild.
$20. Yeah, like I really like the Sinnoh region, but I like it because it's unfamiliar.
Yeah.
And I keep it that way intentionally because I'm so familiar with every other region, except for the TLoZ region. But like, I want to have one that still feels fresh.
Right.
Which you don't have that problem because you play much less Pokemon compared to I.
That's true. I could probably do the same things with Gen 3 and 4. 1 and 2, I'm like a little more familiar with, to where I wouldn't necessarily say it feels like a first playthrough. Every other gen besides 1 and 2, though, I feel like I can.
Yeah.
Maybe not Sword and Shield, but that one's because that one's so recent, and then I also watched other people playing it a little bit, so it feels a lot more fresh. Where are we going after this?
I don't know what it was. Well, that's the thing. It says go back in time, but I think we should just go farm for rupees, so like kill some Dodongos and stuff, and then we call it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, what's about you planning to be done by 8, right?
Correct. Oh, wow, it's okay. I thought it was like 7:15. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. Whoops. Yeah, we'll get as many rupees as we can, keep chit-chatting. Because we can get 500 rupees now.
That is true. How many do we need total?
We need 5,000.
5,000. I don't remember how much I have in the bank. I think it's like 700, but I could be wrong.
I think it's at least 1,000.
Is it? That could be correct.
I think so. Where do you rank the generations of Pokemon?
That goes around so much. I can't tell.
Do you have a solid least favorite?
It was 5. I don't know enough about Sun and Moon to really rank it, so I feel that would be unfair to put it at the bottom. You should watch my Let's Play of that. I feel like we should just play all of them, right? I didn't see how much.
Yeah.
True.
I think it was 1590.
1479.
Okay. So my least favorite, it's strange. It's Pokemon Silver was the first game I ever played.
Yeah.
But that generation is my least favorite just because it is aged worse.
I agree, because you know what? There was, I want to say there was a time where it was my favorite, and I also want to say deep down it is still my favorite, but like you said, it has, and I agree, aged the poorest, to where like every time I go back and play it now, I'm like, man, this isn't as good as I thought it was.
It's
like
the level curve, dude. It's the level curve. It's
might
so
be
bad.
Yeah.
And they didn't fix it. Like if you ever go back, play Pokemon Sacred Gold, where it's a hack where they fix pretty much all the problems. Like HMs are forgettable. Some of the moves that are switched up type, you can get all the Pokemon that are available at that time in the game, within the game, without having to trade.
Yeah. And
the level curves are adjusted. All the gym leaders have 6 Pokemon. It's a legitimate challenge.
Yeah.
It makes me so upset because like Heart Gold and Soul Silver are widely regarded as great, but it didn't fix the biggest problem. The biggest problem was that it was way too goddamn easy. Because when you get, by the time you get to the Rocket Hideout, oh, you can use your hook shot, get up.
Oh, that's true.
By the time you get to the Rocket Hideout, you're dealing with bare minimum 5 badges. And bare minimum...
Oh my goodness.
Yes!
Alright, it did it. Yeah.
Thanks,
For 22 months, Tyler, thank you for scaring the shit out of me. We were just talking about how the past couple have not scared me. I love you too, by the way. I love you too. I hope you've been having a good day.
So you get to the Rocket Hideout, assuming you've caught the Gyarados, which is level 30, which would mostly be your strongest Pokemon. But by then you got 5 to 6 badges, and should have Pokemon in the high 20s, low 30s. And the Pokemon that Team Rocket have are like level 17 to 20.
Which is weird because 17 to 20 is like... Whitney's Miltank is like 16, 17, right?
No, it's level 20.
It's level 20? So even past that. So essentially once you get past Whitney...
Yeah, the game
you're solid, yeah.
It's so easy.
And in all fairness, it is a challenge to fight Whitney. Maybe not as much now because we're adults, but back then, like it was always
hard, but, like,
Whitney's Miltank was a challenge. It's still challenging to a fair degree, but after that, it just drops off.
If you catch a female Geodude, you're in business because Geodude's defense is ridiculously high and it can't use a trap. Then it's just over.
Yeah.
That's super easy to combat. You can also trade for a Machop in the Goldenrod department store.
Yeah,
it's
those first 3 badges are really fun, and then after that, it's like,
yeah, not fun at all.
Those first 3 gyms are still like very nostalgic, very fun still, but
it makes me so upset. Because I love the Johto. Like I said, Pokemon Silver was the first video game I ever played. Very first one. It means so much to me.
Yeah.
They didn't fix it.
Yeah. I think I might agree that Gen 2 might be the weakest. And it used to be my favorite. Yeah.
And then on the flip side, they have the strongest trainer possible. Like the strongest trainer ever.
Yeah. And then there's the whole after game and everything.
And they leave you nothing to prepare for him except wild Pokemon, which takes forever.
Right.
Can you feel the anguish in my voice? It makes me so upset.
No, I like the red thing. I think that's like the fact that there is no preparation for it. I think the whole red thing is great. I think it's the after game is phenomenal, and the first 3 badges are phenomenal. But there's a big gaping hole of nothingness and boring gameplay in between those.
And like, why was there no Safari Zone? I know there was a Safari Zone in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but it's not the same. Like, why is the old Safari Zone closed?
Yeah, what's with that? Yeah.
Why did Cinnabar Island blow up? Like, what? Yeah. Just Kanto is a barren wasteland of nothing in that.
Yeah.
And it hurts. It makes me upset because, like...
I still need to play... I'm sorry to cut you off. But Tyler, I still need to play that game for real. For Sunfire Royale. Right, sorry, continue.
Yeah, it's just, it's like... It's the most innovative thing, I think. One of the most innovative things that a Pokemon game has done, having to go back to a past region. They've never repeated it. And they just... The one time they did it, they executed it so badly.
Yeah.
It just sucks, man. I just wish it was better. Because it is so good.
Because the foundation of it is good, right? It's the structure of it is great, and the execution of it is poor.
Yeah, it's like you buy a huge plot of land, and you put like a one-room shitty house, like a Hagrid's hut. You put that shit.
Right.
There.
Yeah. Hagrid.
Instead of all of this land just empty.
Right.
Yeah, it makes me upset.
For sure.
I want to replay the original Ruby.
You watched me come in here. I came from out there. I don't need a sword. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, these are some racist guards.
Yeah, for real. They watched me come in here. I was already out there.
Like, how did one get past? Well, that's the end. Pokemon Red and Blue also have aged better, even though they're fucking broken. They're absolutely broken.
Yeah.
Like, Psychic is beyond broken in that game.
I think that was kind of the thing, too, is, like, Psychic's the strong one, and then in Gen 2 it was like, Dragon's the strong one, and everything else was like, we're gonna balance this.
Yeah. Well, like, because, like, there's only one Pokemon, like, Beedrill, like, Bug's the only thing that gets Psychic.
Yeah.
There's only one move, one Bug-type move in the game. And Beedrill's the only Bug Pokemon that can learn it. Beedrill's also part Poison, which is super weak to Psychic. How do they...
They just didn't think about that one, yeah.
It's so interesting to look back at the first two generations and see growing pains that clearly didn't get ironed out into the finished product. And some people are like, yeah, it sucks, but it's like, no, this is, they were learning. And
yeah, I was just gonna say, do you think when they were making Gen 1, they were like, this isn't gonna sell? You know, do you think there's any part during development that they're like, man, I hope we sell 1,000 copies?
No, I don't think that.
Because I don't think they expected it to be as popular as it was, for sure.
No, I don't think so either, but, like, I think they knew they had a hit.
They just didn't know to smash it, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, here's a fun fact for you. Based on numerical, like, input information, do you know what I believe the first Pokemon ever created was?
Oh, I used to know this. Is it Rhydon?
It is Rhydon.
Yeah, I remember that, somehow.
It's just an interesting little fact that everyone would assume Pikachu.
Yeah.
Nope. Rhydon was first.
He is, like, when you know that and you look at him, you're like, that is kind of like if your boss was like, if you were a designer and your boss was like, hey, make me like a cool creature. That, yeah like that's about kind of the first guy you would come up with.
That's another example of like the growing pains from Generation 1 that unfortunately kind of carry over, is that Charizard and Rhyhorn have identical cries.
Oh, yeah.
And Ditto and Poliwag as well. They're just the same.
I think this is the first time we've ever made it to Night of the Final Day. Or have we done it one other time? Because I think, wait, do you have to do it to the Lon Lon Ranch thing? Bucks or Bears?
No. Bears. Tampa's too hurt. Also, fuck Tampa.
Fuck Tampa now that Brady's on it. is that pretty much?
No, fuck Tampa because they're a NFC South divisional rival for New Orleans.
I feel like growing up, I always liked the Bucks more than the Bears. So I guess that's my answer.
Bears.
The Bears.
The Bucks are certainly better than the Bears, but I'm taking the Bears because fuck the Bucks. What was I gonna say? I just think it's interesting to look back and be like, especially in the second generation, you can see, even the third generation, you can see like things where they were, because all they had to go on was the previous games, and if there was mistakes in those games, then the mistakes were going to be like groundwork, you know? So they were going to foundationally make the same mistakes. And
there weren't that many.
Interesting.
There really weren't that many.
No, they made a really lovable franchise.
For sure.
Shall we call it?
We shall. Let me play the Song of Time.
All right, so Akana Canyon. I'm super unfamiliar with this part of the
Yeah,
game.
are we going right into Akane Canyon, or are we doing a list of
We've got
minigames
stuff.
first?
We got stuff we can do. Those
Oh
beavers are
boy,
getting brutal.
that's a bad angle.
Remember, everybody,
Exhausted.
don't boil your goldfish.
Remember to love each other, drink water, don't boil your girl's fish. Thanks for coming out, guys. I appreciate you guys. Your girl's fish. Don't, no matter what type of fish your girl has, don't do it.
Don't do it unless it's sword.
All right. Love you guys. Have fun. Dawn of the first day. That's my forehead.